Welcome to the Boston Art Podcast,
Boston's premier art podcast,
where we talk art, culture, and philosophy.
My name is Theodore Earthworms.
And I am Brian Huntress.
Welcome to the show.
All right. Theo is mad at me right now because I'm forcing you to record.
No, that's not true.
And
I'm mad at you because I was in the middle of a sentence and
you
you
were
said, all right, and just started recording.
because you want to figure out if you can bring your roller skates on a plane.
That's not the point. That's unrelated to you interrupting me rudely and making me feel unappreciated.
How appreciated do you need to feel?
What?
Like, how much, really? This is excessive.
What's excessive?
I'm just kidding.
You have an interrupting problem.
I'm flossing right now.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, so we got a bit of a predicament.
What's a predicament?
We're going to England tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
We don't have an episode to air for the Friday that will be in England.
The funny thing is we knew that all week and we didn't record.
And I'm uninterested in bringing my fucking laptop and shit to England.
Valid.
To potentially get stolen or broken just so we can make a fuck that.
Yeah, especially we're sleeping in a hostel and we're not sure yet if we're gonna have another person in the room with us. So I'm not trying to bring like stealable stuff.
Yeah.
Clothes only.
Uh-huh. Oof.
What happened? You okay?
You know what I hate, dude?
What?
I don't know if anybody else relates to this, and I might be exposing myself as a disgusting, gross freak right now. But when I floss, I just have one tooth that when it is flossed, it smells like death.
Oh. Do you have a cavity?
So it's actually a tooth that has a cap.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I know. Nothing's good about my teeth.
I mean, they're not that bad. You have pretty normal teeth. I think your first flaw here is smelling your flosser. You don't need to do that.
But it shows you the smell of the plaque in your teeth. Like, you know, very well known that if you no matter how much you brush your teeth 50 fucking times a day, if you're not flossing, you have bad breath.
Yeah.
Like, the flossing is what changes your breath.
Yeah.
So if fucking you are flossing and you smell your flosser or the floss, you know what part of your mouth or which teeth are the ones producing a smell.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I guess so.
I don't know. And that...
Have you talked to your dentist about this tooth?
No.
That would be the next step, I think.
Nope.
Just
They told me, though,
monitoring.
that I need I'm going to need a root canal again pretty soon.
On that tooth?
Nope, a different tooth.
Oh. Really?
Uh-huh.
When'd you hear that?
Last week, I was just too mad to tell anybody about it.
Oh, that sucks.
Because I probably will have to pay fully for that one
Ooh.
if it comes to pass.
What's that cost?
I think like $1,100 or something.
Are you serious?
Not happy. I'd rather just have them pull the damn thing out.
Don't do that. That's bad.
Hey, can we go to Dunks? Do we have time?
Yeah.
You sure? I don't want to be late for anything.
I mean, I guess we have time.
Feel free to tell me no.
We're cutting it close, but we also need to eat lunch.
Okay.
So.
Hey, I had an idea. Sorry, hold on.
Really picking your moment here.
Sorry. Do you think that there's like you know how the ASMR is supposed to be like positively stimulating?
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to make you feel relaxed or scratch an itch in your brain or something? Mm-hmm. Do you think there's a type of like ASMR genre where it's just ASMR horror where, oh, I bought that to pack?
This is too much.
Is it? Is it more than 3.5 ounces?
It's 3.4 ounces.
Oh, so that's just under the limit for TSA.
Could be.
Okay, anyway.
Maybe you're right.
Like, do you think that there's ASMR where it's supposed to scare you and make you feel horrible because it's such a horrible, gross, unsettling noises?
Definitely. I mean, maybe it's not like a thing that people like intentionally would listen to, but I feel like the soundtrack of any like horror movie, slasher film.
But that's music.
Not necessarily. I'm talking about like just the audio tracking for like cutting bones noises, like squelching, monster sounds.
Yeah, imagine just a 3-hour ASMR compilation of bone crackle. Or like squelching ASMR.
Squelching is a very like gory word.
Like
I know it could apply to other things too. Like it's probably like watermelon squishing noise, but it still makes me feel very scared.
or perhaps slapping ground
What do you
beef on the
want?
ground. Hello, could I please get a medium iced coffee with 1 almond milk and 1 sugar? I'm an almond milk degenerate.
Sorry, what was that?
A medium iced coffee with 1 almond milk and 1 sugar.
1 almond milk, 1 sugar, anything else?
Can I get a medium iced tea with sugar, please?
Should we get food?
Yeah.
Anything else?
And a Boston cream donut.
Sandwiches?
What do you want?
Sprinkle donut. Say it.
Which one?
The one I always get.
Strawberry?
No. Chocolate frosting.
And a chocolate frosted donut with sprinkles, please.
Chocolate frosted sprinkles and a Boston cream, anything else?
That's all.
You're upset.
So our lunch is donuts.
Can we talk about the way you just ordered that sandwich through me? I mean that whatever the fuck you just ordered through me.
I just like to sometimes to make you do it.
You said you didn't say it though.
Well,
You left me guesswork.
you were supposed to know. You're supposed to know me.
You said straw white chocolate frosted sprinkles. Order it. Order it now.
Order it. I don't want them to hear me order it.
It's your turn to be the bad guy.
Wait.
Fine.
Hold on. Let me check my.
No, you're taking so long.
Okay.
You're done, mommy.
All right. I got no problem with that.
Okay. I like getting the rewards points on a new card.
We love rewards.
Yeah.
It was the Boston cream chocolate frosted.
Yeah, that's right.
$8.96.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Of course.
This is ordering at Dunks ASMR.
Thank you.
You good? Have a good one.
You too.
Here, set it on my chair. The way
Set it on
you see my hand? I have like a little system.
I do see.
Yeah. All right. Now throw it.
I was about to complain like violently about what you just said, but then it made sense.
What were you gonna do? Stab me? Careful. Don't dump toothpaste, Dr. Pepper on yourself.
You infuriate me at times.
Respect to you for dumping out the liquid before putting it in the trash.
I just feel like it's fucked up to pour like a full liquid into a trash can. So
Yeah.
you have to
Only service workers know that.
and anybody who shares a kitchen with anybody else. Ryan outed for not taking out the trash ever.
I take out the trash. It never leaks.
That's because everyone.
Well, if you're in your own home and you put a full cup of liquid in the trash can, you are a fucking idiot. Like, you are a Neanderthal.
That's why you shouldn't do it in public either.
Yeah, but people definitely respect a Dunkin' Donuts drive-through trash can way less than any other trash can.
I like to
Like, what's a worse
respect
trash?
the golden rule in my life.
Like the only thing lower than a fucking Dunk's trash can is like a Sharps container,
Oh my God.
like on the side of the road.
On the side of the road.
Was that a fucked up joke? Hey, I just wanted to bring the conversation back to alpha shit.
No,
last-
I hate that.
I just wanted to say,
Here, eat your fucking sprinkle.
listen. This relates to this sprinkle donut right here.
All right.
The biggest, most bitch move, most cowardly weak move
Okay.
that any adult man can ever make in a drive-thru
We talked about this.
is to say no when they say, would you like whipped cream with that? Or they say, oh, do you want the one with sprinkles or without? If you say, like literally only cowards go, no whipped cream.
What if you're lactose
for no
intolerant?
reason.
What if you can't have?
Why are they buying a fucking colada from Dunks that comes with whipped cream if they're lactose intolerant?
Coladas don't have dairy. It's like an
They
icy.
definitely have dairy.
Coladas?
All flavored, like, like coffee things from
It's not
Dunks.
coffee. A colada is literally just flavoring ice.
But dude, you know how they're light brown? Like coffee drinks are light brown?
No.
So what are you talking? Maybe a strawberry colada? Is that what you're talking about? Like a pink one?
Coladas are not coffee based unless you get a
Dude,
coffee
they
colada.
absolutely. Well, okay, I didn't. Maybe there's other flavors of colada that are not coffee. What are you talking about? A fucking lychee fucking colada?
Are you serious? Have you
What
ever ordered a colada?
I've had a coffee one. I didn't know there were other ones. I thought it was just like a iced coffee
No,
fucking
they
sludge.
have frozen coffees, like a frozen mocha and stuff like that. That's different. But a coffee colada, I mean, a regular colada is literally just like, I don't even know if they have a coffee colada. I think they just have the frozen coffee. But the coladas are like, they're like ices. They're like strawberry and blueberry and...
And they have caffeine.
No.
You're on crack.
Dude, it's literally an icy.
Fuck off.
Are you serious?
You're
right now?
wrong.
No. I think you just gave a poor example.
Alright, fuck you. You're a really great comedy wingman. You just pit shit all over and pick apart my joke instead of trying to give me a layup and laugh and make me look funny.
No, well, you have to earn it. You only get the laughs when you're authentically funny. It should make
Thanks.
you appreciate them more.
I'm still working on that bit. I just think it's funny.
Podcast, you don't know what a colada is, bro.
I just think it's funny to imagine
Simple.
some super tough guy ordering like a fucking like a medium iced like mocha like extra and they say, do you want whipped cream? And you're like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, get the whipped cream. Like, you're not a tough guy unless you actually unless you are brave enough and unashamed enough to say, fuck yeah, I want the whipped cream. That's delicious. It would be like if you were like such a tough guy that you loved like Shirley Temples, but you wouldn't order them if anyone was around because you didn't want to be seen drinking a Shirley Temple.
Yeah, like unbridle your joy.
Yeah.
Experience your life.
Get the whipped cream. Get the sprinkles, dog.
Shirley Temple's fucking slap, by the way.
Yeah.
So good.
Caffeinated too.
It's ginger ale.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What is it, like ginger ale and like cherry juice?
It's been a while since I was a waitress, but I'm pretty sure it's ginger ale. There's like a certain kind of mixer you put into it. The last place that I waitressed at that had Shirley Temples, I worked there before I was old enough to drink, so I don't actually know what it's called, but it's a like fruit syrup that you put in like mixed drinks. It's non-alcoholic. And then like maraschino cherries.
So, is Shirley Temple just always a non-alcoholic drink, or do they just make it that way for kids and that you usually order it with alcohol?
Mm-mm.
It's always non-alcoholic.
I'm sure there's an alcoholic version, but the standard is non-alcoholic.
What's that one called? Like a Cheryl Temple?
Cheryl Temple.
That was bullshit. That was a stupid joke. A Shannon Temple.
Oh God. We're gonna kill that joke in the script. I really like Shirley Temples though. Dude, one time when I was like 18, I was a server and someone ordered an Arnold Palmer from me. I was like a teenager. I think I'm 19, like 18.
Wait, somebody ordered an Arnold Palmer at a restaurant?
Yeah.
Did you guys sell Arizona iced teas?
Dude, are you for real?
So you're saying? So I'm just saying. So you.
This is so funny.
So you make you like mix the iced tea and lemonade?
Bro, Arizona doesn't own the Arnold Palmer recipe.
Well, this is news to me. Why are you shaming me? I didn't know you could just go to the 99 and order an Arnold Palmer.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you like. I
Who
don't
the
know.
fuck does that?
I kind of exactly, but like the punchline of my story was going to be that I didn't know what that was, and I thought that it was a teenager ordering like a real like martini or something from me, and I laughed at them, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, can I see your ID? And they were like, I'm a teenager. Can I have an Arnold Palmer? And I was like, no, you can't. And their parents were like, why can't they do that? And I was like, I'll be right back. And I had to go ask my manager. She was like, are you fucking dumb? Like, they can have an Arnold Palmer.
Oh my god.
I was like 18 years old.
Arnold Palmers symbolize conformity and not understanding what I liked or wanted out of life as a youth. That's what they taste like to me.
Was that your go-to like 7-Eleven drink?
No, when I would be out skating with friends when I was a youngin' and I was like smoking cigarettes even though they made me want to throw up and ollieing off of things. All of my friends drank Arnold Palmer's. So that was my favorite Arizona just because it was everyone else's favorite.
Oh.
I also smoked Camel cigarettes because that was like the cool cigarette to smoke. Because all the older skaters smoked Camels.
Interesting.
So I smoked Camels.
It
was an embarrassing time because Arizona, because like honestly, here's all right, hot take. In my old age of 27 years old, every single Arizona iced tea is gross.
Bullshit. Mango.
I hate all of them.
Mango, so good.
I don't like that one either. I know I can picture the taste vividly in my mouth. Don't like it.
That's the only one that I would ever drink.
The only one that I will drink if I absolutely have to is the black and white tea.
Ugh.
Only because it seems to be the one that has slightly less sugar than all the others.
Is that one just black tea?
Well, I guess it's black and white tea. It's that one with like the iconic like
The checkered
blossom tree on it or whatever the fuck. It's like black and white and it has like a
No, the
picture.
I think you're conflating two different flavors. The one with the blossom tree is the green tea one, isn't it?
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Fuck. Yeah, the green tea has the tree on it.
That one's decent.
Black and white has like a picture of a woman on it or something. And
It
like
has,
a
like, a
traditional
checkerboard pattern.
Chinese dress or something.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, mango's where it's at. I used to exist in my teens on mango Arizonas, Airheads Extremes, and black coffee.
Interesting.
I used to pass out a lot too.
Black coffee is fucking so bad. It's so bad for your stomach. Did you know that?
Yeah, it really is.
Like, it doesn't just make you shit yourself. Like, it also just, like, fucks up your, like, gut biome and stomach
it's
lining.
super acidic.
It's like just, like, eating ibuprofen, like, 50 times a day or something.
Yeah.
It's definitely not that bad.
Well, I was broke and I used to spend all my time at a cafe downtown, so I would just ask my friends for black coffee, and they'd be like, yeah.
How do you like your coffee? Black.
I also had just
Black
watched
like
Twin
my
Peaks
soul.
for the first time. So
That's a damn fine cup of coffee.
yeah, I was
Damn
like,
fine.
fuck yeah, I'm so hot right now.
I'm so hot and cool and writery.
Yeah. I'm also 16 and probably greasy.
Hey, let me throw something out there. And just an idea vibe. Not a fully fledged idea, but just to toss out a vibe.
All right.
There's a lot of content online, podcasts, shows, whatever, that revolve around food. But so there's multiple extremes of food content, right? Like you got mukbangs. It's like somebody like taking it to the max. And then you got a cooking show, which is like, it's all about food. Like the point of this is food. But then in between those two things, you know, like in between a cooking show, like an Anthony Bourdain cooking show, and like fucking what's his name? Fuck, I can't believe I forget his name. Nikocado Avocado.
Oh, okay.
In between those two, there is like this really interesting kind of pocket of food content where it's just people eating food together and talking about, not necessarily talking about the food, but they're having food together. Like there's a lot of Twitch streamers that just eat food on stream. And they'll talk about it and people will be like, oh, you gotta try this from Popeyes, and they'll order it on stream and then eat it on stream and talk about life and the food or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's honestly like a really cool thing, because me and you know, off air, we always talk about connecting with people through food and cooking, and we love to cook and we love talking about food and culture, and like that's a big interest of me and you in general.
Yeah.
But like I'm just like, I imagine how interesting it would be. We're not a video thing, so maybe it would be different. But like imagine if we just were on like recording just eating a fucking, I don't know, like eating Ethiopian food, or we got like Thai food, and just like it was like the Thai food episode.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know. I just feel like that might be like kind of a fun thing, because like people who are passionate about food culture and cooking might find a connection, and people who like to eat. Like, did you know that there's a lot of people that eat their food with mukbang videos?
Yeah.
Like they'll put it on while they're eating dinner.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I don't know. Like I feel like that could be kind of a fun way to make content. We did that once kind of with the Christmas Eve episode.
Yeah, we made cookies.
Yeah, it was a cookie making episode. So that kind of, I feel like that could have entered that realm
That
a
was
little
like
bit.
2 years ago.
It was.
Wow, that's weird.
Yep.
It's funny to reflect on episodes that we've made that were that long ago.
Yeah, it certainly is.
That's why it's always so crazy to me. I know I've said this since the beginning, but it's much more true now. It may be more understandable now. But, like, I feel like we talk about, when people tell us, like, oh, I just got into the podcast, I just started at the beginning or whatever, that the person they're talking to hasn't existed for, like, 2 years. It's like if you were reading my journal from, like, 2021. Like, I don't know what's in there.
Or it's like looking out at a star in the sky that's, like, light years away.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't exist, maybe. But we don't really know that.
Yeah.
'Cause it's so far away.
We've been queuing episodes for years. I already died.
Yeah. This is all actually recorded in, like, 2007 or something. And we're just, like, old as fuck.
Damn.
Do you want to hear a fucking crazy thought I had the other day?
Okay.
So, this is going to be weird. This is going to be weird until the end.
All right.
But at 27 years old, this was true years ago, but I feel like now it's officially true. I am officially old enough to be someone's dad that can walk and talk and run around.
Yeah, like someone you could have a conversation with.
Like,
Dad.
what's half of 27? I don't even know. Like,
13.5.
really?
Yeah. Right?
So
Yes,
that would
yes.
mean that I would have had to have a child at an extremely young, inappropriately bad age to have a child. But there are people that have had a child at that age
Yeah.
that are my, and there's I guess,
Well, 13 and
as
a
long
half-
as everyone's safe and happy, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess.
13 and a half also isn't the youngest age. Like, you could have a full-on conversation with a 7-year-old and have them be, like...
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so 13 and a half
salient points.
would be probably the cutoff. All right, this is getting too weird. I'm just saying, like, I was at the skate park the other day, and there, there's, like, occasionally, especially in the warm weather, there's always very, very young kids there,
Yeah.
kind of putting around on little children's scooters and shit. And I was just thinking, like, I don't know, this is, like, so obvious, because, like, I could have said this at any age for, like, the past 15 years, probably. But you just look at a little kid, and you're like, that could be my kid.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't even be crazy. Like,
That's weird.
there's people younger than me with kids that are old enough to go to school.
Yeah.
Many people younger than me. I don't know. There's probably somebody listening that's like fucking, I don't know, in their 40s with kids that's just like, yeah, dumbass, obviously. No shit. But, like, I guess it's a perspective that I don't really think about. Like, it's something I realized the other day. I said this to you. For context, my sister has a baby that's 6 months old right now.
Yeah.
And we get to spend a lot of time with him, and that's fun. But I realized that the age gap between me and the infant is the same age gap between my mom and us.
That's wild.
So,
So...
yeah. So, it's just weird, I guess. Just time just rolling on by like a rolling stone.
A rolling stone.
Like a rolling stone.
Why are you thinking about all this right now?
No reason. I don't know. I mean, I think about stuff like this a lot, I guess.
Making me nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
What are you nervous about?
Nothing. Never mind. I think about this stuff too. It's really interesting. I think about it more in the context of, like, my younger siblings. Because I live with my 20-year-old brother right now. We have a 5-year age gap.
Shouts out.
Shouts out to Noah. And it's so crazy because we're close enough in age that we usually hang out and just, like, it's whatever. But we're far enough apart in age that he's going through different developmental milestones that are completely concluded milestones in my life at this point.
True.
Like, things that I have experienced, processed, and don't think about anymore. Just because
Yeah.
it's been, like, 5 years is, like, a decent amount of time for that,
Right.
And it's really weird being... Because I think this part in life is the first time that it's been relevant. Like, I guess that was true before when we were, like, 17 and 12, but I didn't, like... I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't, like, the older sister that was giving him, like, salient life advice at 17. I was, like, some dickhead, so...
Right.
I mean, I'm probably still some dickhead, but...
Of course. Everyone
I
is.
feel like at this point we can talk about that stuff openly, and it's really interesting. like friends moving away, not going to college, or deciding to go to college, or figuring out what you want to do with your future, or like deciding if you're going to get an apartment in the city or stay in the suburbs, or getting your license, buying a car, like opening a credit card, that kind of shit. And it's very interesting to think about, because there have been times in my life where I felt like he was so much younger than me, and there are times in my life where I felt like we were very close in age, and it's funny how right now is an overlapping time.
Yeah, like, do you remember, for example, maybe when you were a teenager realizing, like, man, like, the system is fucked, like, everything's so corrupt, like, the world is so fucked up. And now I'm like, yeah, obviously, everybody's a liar. Like, everybody's fucked up. Like, there is no authority that isn't, like, at least, like, a little bit fucked up and corrupt.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I don't care who you, like, everybody, like, there's just a little drop of shit in every bucket, you know? Just
All right.
I don't know. Not to be cynical, but it's just, it's not surprising to me at all that, like, something is fucked up or corrupt.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid and I first realized that, I guess, it was like I had woken up from the Matrix or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Huh. I feel like that specific ideology is one that I was raised on. Because, like, one day you wake up and it's first grade and you're in your living room and you're like, what's going on? And your mom's like, have you heard of George Bush? And you're like, what?
He's a fucking terrorist!
No.
Oh, your mom didn't say that George W. Bush is a terrorist? Sorry, I'm not trying to make it weird.
No, it's okay. Ooh, shit.
Yeah, no, man. Because my parents raised me in a way where it was just like, they didn't seem to have any opinion or political leaning in about anything. Like, I think I just didn't even know that that was anything you could think about. Like, when I was a child, at least, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just like, that wasn't even a part of any conversation or anything I learned about ever.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I learned about, you know, nationalism and patriotism.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid in school, they told me that nationalism is when you love your country and you are a patriotic person that loves their country. And I was like, well, that doesn't sound that bad.
Sounds pretty good.
That sounds
home.
great. I love America. I am just kidding anyway. But yeah, and you know, oh, it's green. Sorry.
It's okay.
What should we get for real lunch later?
Well, we're going out to eat
Ah, lovely.
in like an hour.
Ah, it's gonna be so good. Oh, okay, so that was good that we didn't get a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good thinking. Because I was a little bit surprised by the donuts, but I was fine with it.
I can tell you were fine with it.
The other day we were driving down the street with your brother Noah. We had just gotten Taco Bell and gotten burritos. And I didn't want to finish mine, so I threw it out the window, and nobody noticed me do it. But then we turned around somewhere and came back the other way and had parked on the street that I threw the burrito out the window. And to my shock and horror, we parked directly next to the corpse of the burrito that I had thrown out the window. And then everybody saw it. You guys went, hey, is that someone's burrito on the street right there?
No, because it wasn't a smashed burrito either. It was like perfectly intact on the street.
Like completely
It looked
unchanged.
like a collectible item from a video game. And we were like 10 feet away from it, so it was like at such a distance that it was like the most comical it could possibly be. And we're like, is that a burrito? And you were like horrified in the back seat, like,
I
no!
went, oh my god! I didn't think anyone would know! I thought I got away with it, but the evidence was there, staring at me in the face of my wasted burrito.
Noah was like, Brian, you didn't have to tell us.
Yeah, but it would have, like...
It would have been really weird if you lied and we could tell you were lying.
Exactly. That's not... I don't want to be that guy that just obviously, like, lies. And that sounds like a I think you should leave sketch. Like, you don't want to be the guy that's just like, it wasn't me. I didn't fucking do it.
I would have had to like talk to my brother about it later, and he'd be like, "Are you okay?" It's like, I noticed that was really weird about Brian's burrito. Like, are you okay? How was that for you?
Do you want to hear a disgusting story?
No.
just a horrible anxiety I experienced recently.
All right.
I'm not going to give details,
I think you are.
but I was at an event with very, very few people there. And I went to the bathroom. I'll keep this brief.
Oh, I know exactly what event this was, too.
And I'll say it. I devastatingly clogged the toilet. It was gnarly.
No, you didn't.
And I left it because I guess I'm a total piece of shit. It wasn't at someone's house. It was at a public establishment. And I was like, well, this is embarrassing. There's no plunger here. I just have to live with this. And I went back out to the gathering, and I was like, I was just hoping. I was just hoping that nobody would go in there and know that it was me. Because I feel like if they did any brief thought investigation of who could have done it, I think I would have been the obvious culprit. But luckily, I went an unnoticed fugitive.
Oh, man. You know
Should I cut that whole thing out, that whole story out?
No, I think it's hilarious because the best part of it is nobody would know what event you were at unless they were at the event. But most of the people at the event probably will hear that.
Maybe we'll know. We'll
They'll
listen
know exactly
and be
what
like,
you're
you
talking
fucking, you gross freak.
Somebody went into the bathroom after you and pretended they didn't.
Just don't acknowledge it further. Let's kill this whole thing. I'm cutting the whole story.
I went to a party recently. Not really a party, just a small little thing.
Are you talking about the same thing I'm talking about?
I don't think I am. Oh, wait.
Shh. Wait, no.
I was gonna say...
What are you gonna say? Now I'm fucking freaking out.
I thought you were talking about a different event.
No.
I went to...
No.
I...
Fuck, dude.
I used the bathroom.
Oh my god. You're in the middle of the road.
I used the bathroom at an event recently and the toilet was full of something. And I was like, oh my god, the toilet's clogged, but I already walked in here, so if I don't pee and I leave, I'm still gonna have to pee and everyone will think it was me. So I just went for it and I was like, I don't know. And then it flushed. It wasn't clogged. Was it you?
Oh my god, that had to be the same situation.
We have to discuss which event this was.
Off air.
Well, I saved whoever it was because I took
You saved me.
I fell on the
All right,
dagger
let me
and
ask
nobody
you.
found it.
Let me ask you some
It did flush,
abstract
though.
questions. Oh, look at the window.
My
Oh, hey, little sweet boy.
Oh, he's getting some sun.
He's enjoying the humid rain air,
I love him so
like a little
much.
rainforest animal.
He doesn't know that I'm in here. He's just looking at the car confused.
He can see you.
You think he can? He's not really looking at us.
Cats have like better vision than humans.
Does he not care that I'm in here? Oh, he's looking at me now. Hi.
Hello, little boy.
Hello.
Well, cats aren't like dogs. Dogs, you can like fucking speak to them and they'll respond.
See if he responds.
Hello. You're so cute. No, he's looking at my wipers. God damn it.
No, he knows where you are. He sees you. Why are you anthropomorphizing your animal?
You've met him.
What do you mean I've met him? No
You
shit.
know that he's anthropomorphic.
Yeah, he has thumbs and shit and legs and a human nose.
Yeah.
What if cats had lips?
Mine does.
Because he's anthropomorphic.
Have you ever lifted up his little lip to look at his teeth?
has lips, you
I
can
actually have done that to Milo. Yeah, I've peeped his teeth, as they say. Okay, let me ask you an abstract question to see if we're talking about the same place.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Was there a person there that had...
How are you gonna do this and then nobody can tell what we're discussing?
Fuck, okay, I really gotta think about this. Hold on. Wait. Ready? Was there any soda there? You're nodding yes.
Yeah, there was a lot of it.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
Really?
I'm not talking about an event with soda.
Oh,
Oh, that happened there?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so you went in the bathroom and it was just nuked?
It wasn't nuked. It was like a very low intensity situation. It was just like a forgot to flush moment for somebody, I think.
For just somebody there. That definitely wasn't me.
There were no solids involved. So
Oh my
I was
god,
like,
don't
okay with it.
give that amount of detail.
But I feel like it's an important detail. Like I would have.
Okay, it wasn't like a crime scene. It was just like it was like somebody peed and
Yeah.
didn't flush it.
Which is like, I don't know. I work in
Okay,
a public building where I walk in
how
public
on
bathrooms all the
earth,
time,
how
so-
on earth did you think that whatever you're talking about is what I was talking about?
Were there solids in your situation?
What the fuck do you think? What do you think? I peed and used a whole roll of toilet paper?
So
Like a fucking
happened-
little kid or something?
I don't know.
Is this like too gross? I feel like this is a little too gross of a bit.
If it is, they'll not listen.
They'll
to
shut
me.
it off.
Yeah.
All right, so this is our grossest episode yet.
No, it's
Sorry,
probably
everybody.
Not even, honestly. I think it got to be the grossest episode when you spit in a cup on air next to me, and it made me throw it out the window.
Into a trash can.
So you're the gross one, really. No, but seriously, thinking about that situation, what could I have done? Once I was in there and had closed the door, that's my pee now. If I leave
Honestly,
and leave it there,
you're
fucked.
right.
If I come out and I'm like, who didn't flush, asshole?
You took a big risk though, just going anyway. Because what if you went anyway, fucking flushed it, and then it fucking overflowed? Because that can happen. If you flush a clogged toilet, it overflows. You know that, right?
It wasn't clogged, though. I was just thinking that it
Well,
might have
if
been
it
clogged
was-
because I was like, this person couldn't have just forgot to flush.
You've never clogged a toilet and then been like, oh, and like panicked and flushed it again.
It wasn't like
And then
full.
it's like up to the brim and you're like literally like in devastating trouble and panic.
I've never overflowed a toilet. You have to flush like 6 times for that to happen.
No, most times if you flush it and it clogs.
Well, it was like mostly empty. It wasn't like a full toilet. It was like the water level was low enough. That didn't cross my mind, to be fair. But the way I was seeing it was like, I'm catching the blame for this either way. The social repercussions are the thing I'm afraid of, and I have to pee. So I'll handle it better if I don't have to pee. And I was prepared that if it became a thing that was being discussed in the group, I was going to throw whoever it was under the bus and say, I found it like that.
See, if that was me, I would have just pissed in the sink.
Why you don't get
sorry,
invited to
I'm sorry.
parties anymore?
No, I would never
Brian's
pee in
blacklisted from everyone's house.
a sink. Jesus. You want to know something embarrassing I did in the bathroom one time?
What?
I was at I think it was I won't say which, but I was at a burrito place. And I was at a burrito establishment, went in the bathroom. And sometimes when I'm in a bathroom of a business, I'm sure many people do this, but if there's a cabinet or a maintenance thing or something, I'm weird, I'll look in it. Especially if I'm in public and I'm in a bathroom, there's a cabinet in there, I'm fucking going in and checking it out. What's wrong?
I forgot my suitcase.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll help you. But another thing I do as well, this is so weird to do. I don't know if anyone else relates to this or does this, but one thing I do a lot is if there's pictures hanging in a bathroom at a restaurant, I take the pictures off the wall and look behind them.
Have you ever found anything?
Yeah. People graffiti behind them. You never knew that?
No.
If you take the picture off a wall in a bathroom and it's not bolted to the wall, I guarantee there's graffiti on the back of it.
What the fuck?
So I did that. I took it off the wall, but unbeknownst to me, it was screwed to the wall. And I pulled on it and fucking pulled the frame apart.
How hard did you pull?
It must have already been broken because I just pulled on it. There was maybe a slight amount of force. And I fucking just literally destroyed the fucking random decoration in this burrito place. And I was so embarrassed because I was like, what the fuck do I do? And what if I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck I could do or what would happen if the employees knew that I just
Did you just abandon
destroyed property in a bathroom. Yeah, I just fucking put it on the floor and left. I just leaned it against the wall, so maybe they would think it just fell off or something.
it? Tell them about what you found out about Target.
What did I find out about Target?
We were in Target the other day buying ice cream, and it was 10:30 at
Oh,
night.
dude,
And
yeah.
you're like, come with me to the toy section. I want to see if they have something. I want to check something out. And I was like, okay. And then you get on all fours in an empty aisle and just rip apart the fucking shelving. And you're like, look underneath.
Well, no, dude. I can't take credit for learning this. I saw it on TikTok, but so to describe it, the aisles in Target, the shelves are metal, assembled temporary shelving. What are you looking at? Oh, you just made a shocked face.
Is this illegal?
Who gives a shit? It's not illegal to fucking whatever. So the bottom platform is a metal panel that isn't riveted to the rest of the structure. So it opens like a hope chest. Like the platform of a Target shelf opens like a fucking chest. And when you open it, you will see
Treasure.
There's tags, there's change, there's the craziest shit that you've ever seen.
The way you're just describing completely not crazy.
Well,
shit.
I'm saying
it's like dirt and
imagine
like
what
old papers.
Imagine what the floor of a Target or a Walmart would look like if it had never been swept, cleaned, or debris had never been picked up for the entire 13 years it had been open.
Yeah.
That's what's under those things. And I saw it because I was looking at a Pokemon TikTok account. And apparently what these guys do is they go to Targets and Walmarts and they go to the shelf where trading cards are.
Oh.
And they lift that up. And occasionally, if you're lucky, you could find a trading card pack of Pokemon cards from 2008 or something, which could potentially contain, a rare, very old card.
That's very risky because those are very close to the register always.
Yeah, that's so... Yeah, I don't know if that's the case. Every store near me, the Pokemon cards are next to the cashier, like they're cigarettes or something. But I'm not even a Pokemon trading card person in general. We're at 41 minutes. If we hold on tight to the rest of this episode and wrap it up in 10 or 15 minutes, I think we can just put this one in the bag as our release.
Well, we have to record another episode today too.
If we can, I think it'll be very convenient for us if we do.
We should.
So that there's one in the fucking, in the barrel, so to speak, when we're back, so we don't have to work at all when we're back from the trip, so we can just relax for a week.
For a week?
Well, for that podcast work week, we will be work free.
The Wednesday, we're going to be on our way. No, we're coming back on Tuesday. We're going to land Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Jet lagged as fuck all day Wednesday, and I'm back to work on Thursday.
Yeah, so it'll be good if we have a fucking episode prepared for that release day.
I think it's necessary. I don't think it's time.
Oh, okay, I understand what you mean. Yeah. So we have to do that today or tomorrow.
Yeah. Happening tomorrow.
Yeah. Yerp. But yeah.
I don't know what to expect.
Did you hear about the Pokemon card factory scandal that happened a couple weeks ago?
No.
You're aware of Pokemon card trading, how a Charizard from back in the day is worth fucking $500,000?
Yeah.
It's crazy collectible money these days.
Yeah.
So do you know how trading packs work? When you buy a pack of Pokemon cards at the store?
What do you mean how they work?
They're essentially they're like scratch tickets, and people are addicted to them like scratch tickets are.
Yeah.
Where you can buy trading packs, and the way they're advertised is that you might find an extremely valuable card in them. It's the same with basketball cards, baseball cards, what have you. Sports cards and trading cards are sold in packs, and if you buy a good one, you could get rich as fuck.
Yeah.
So you see the addictive allure of buying these things, right?
I see, yes.
Well, apparently a fucking guy who was working at a Pokemon card printing factory engaged in a conspiracy with somebody else, him and somebody else, and the guy was taking hyper valuable Pokemon cards off of the assembly line, taking them out of the trading card packs so that trading cards everywhere were getting distributed without these valuable cards, and he was keeping them.
Oh shit.
And the guy ended up having a portfolio of 1,000 Charizards or something, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he got busted because he went to a resale, if you go to a stupid gaming store or something, you can potentially sell these cards for a lot of money at these places. And the guy went into a store with 300 fucking Pikachu cards that were worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and the guy called the police on him.
Wow.
And the guy got caught and brought down the whole scandal.
That's crazy that he called the police. It was just too unlikely.
I mean, it's honestly good on him because that guy probably could have... I mean, I don't know. Who knows? The guy's a fucking moron for bringing them all into a store. If that were me and I had illegally obtained like an insane amount of hyper valuable trading cards, I'd sell one of them every 6 months online.
Yeah.
What are you, stupid? That'd be like going to a scrapyard with a truck full of brand new fucking copper pipes.
Bringing like
Whether
10
that you
Rolexes
cut with
to
a
the store.
fucking sawzall out of a construction site.
Yeah.
They'd call the police on you immediately. And I'll have you know, if you go to a scrapyard, they scan your IDs, they make you sign a fucking paper saying
I'll have you know.
that you didn't fucking steal. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they scare you when they go there. They're like, hey, you stole this, you're gonna get fucked, you know?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it was a pretty, it was a very interesting, insanely boring story.
It's pretty interesting. It's funny because it's like the thing that makes it interesting is that it's Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Like if you told me that same story about like Rolexes, I'd be like, okay.
That's actually true. I agree with that. Yeah.
What an elaborate scheme.
Speaking of Rolexes, we watched John Mulaney's new special the other night. Baby J.
Pretty good.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think he's still got it. He's just as funny as he's always been. And I think that he gracefully tumbled through his public chaos that he created.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Is there any, do you have any hot takes on this? Or would you like to glaze over this?
I don't know. Those are my only options.
Hit me.
I feel like he did the best he could. I feel like the perspective that he fucked over Anna Tendler is still very valid. But also, what's he gonna do? Die?
Would you be willing to give us a brief overview of what happened?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine.
Really know.
Okay. I just didn't want to know I didn't know if you wanted to just like dive into like a news story, like breakdown of something that you only half know about, like I just did with the Pokemon cards. Just for fun.
Not with celebrity discourse, because I don't want to say something not true.
Well, that's the whole fun part, is saying something that isn't true and that is insanely like, what's the word? What's the word they use? Whatever. All right, I'm trying to make you do something that isn't a thing. Yeah. What is the... I'm stumped.
You're stumped? Stumped for topics?
The special was fine. Love Pokemon. You're distracted.
What are you talking about?
What's going on?
What?
You're looking around and you're not taking the bait on what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Sorry.
What did I miss the bait on?
Nothing.
Did you give me
I wanted to make you talk about John Mulaney's drama.
I don't really want to talk about that.
Well, you stated that. I understand that now. But now I feel embarrassed because I try to get you to do that.
Oh, don't feel embarrassed. It's okay.
But I also don't have a new direction.
Oh.
And you, as the rejecter of my bit, I would like you to take the responsibility of creating a new bit because you left me hanging.
Well, I'm trying to think of one, but you started a bit and then said never mind. So I thought I was waiting.
You said never mind to the bit.
No, you just said. You were like, you started to say, like, what is, and then you dropped it. So I was listening because I thought you were preparing a bit.
Okay, I'm talking about the bit before that. The whole John Mulaney thing is the one that you shut down.
I was going to take charge of a new bit. I was thinking about a new bit. You're like, you're distracted.
You needed 10 minutes to think about it?
What do you want me to do, bro?
Be on your feet. Be quick-witted.
Oh my
Be
God.
quippy. Be funny.
You be funny.
I am funny all the time. See, that was funny.
My pause for effect was funny.
No, it was me.
It was, you were like, it's like, you know how when you eat rice, you have to season it?
What? Which are you? You're the
I was the seasoning.
You're the sticky white rice.
No, that's you.
And I'm the...
I was the seasoning. It would just be like, meh.
Perhaps we are 2 grains of rice together looking for seasoning together.
You're going to have 2 grains of rice for dinner?
Yeah, I'm cutting weight. Just 2 grains.
2 grains only.
Just 2 small pieces of couscous. They expand when you swallow them.
Stop. Oh my God.
Sorry.
It's really foggy out right now, which is really funny because we are going to London and it's supposed to be like really sunny and warm the whole time we're there, and it's going to rain the whole time here. Isn't that interesting?
I tried to get 300 pounds of money, but so I gave them 300 American dollars, only got 225.
Yeah.
The fuck's up with that, England?
Oh, I have to go to the bank. I forgot.
Is the buying power the same? Like, is a cup of coffee fucking $30 over there or what?
Probably not.
So how much is it going to be? 50 cents?
What? I bet it's probably about the same.
So here's the thing. If $300 of American money is $2.25 or $2.20 in pounds, then how much would a $3 coffee in American money cost in England?
What's the question? A $3 coffee. How much would the same size coffee cost in England versus here? All right, let's look it up. How would I Google that? Like a venti.
Okay, yeah, a venti iced coffee with almond milk and sugar. No, grande. I would never get venti. Grande iced coffee, almond milk and sugar, price in pounds. I also never go to Starbucks.
Venti iced coffee.
You didn't look up grande?
Shut up. Hold on. Let me fucking think. All right, grande iced coffee with or without milk, $2.65 at Starbucks.
265 pounds?
No, I'm looking for the base rate.
Oh,
okay. England, Starbucks, coffee price.
Why wouldn't we just look up what is the equivalent of $265 in pounds?
No, because it might not be the same price in England.
Yeah, but wouldn't the buying power of 265 just be reflected in pounds as
Not
to whatever that
necessarily.
would be?
Maybe not.
So what would that be, like $4.50?
An iced coffee. So the thing that's confusing me isn't the exchange rate, it's the price, the Starbucks menu. I can't fucking...
All right, try to go, maybe forget the Starbucks menu thing, and let's maybe do a guesstimate.
Oh, iced tea latte, frappuccino, waters, innocent bubbles?
Innocent bubbles.
What are innocent bubbles? You can get porridge.
Just go for the iced tea. See how much a medium iced tea is.
All right, fine. Then I'll have to do some backwards research for here.
Well, we know how
Jesus
much a
Christ.
medium iced tea is in Dunks. It's like
But this is Starbucks.
oh my god. How much is it? How much is a fucking iced tea at Starbucks? How much could it possibly be? $3.25?
It depends on the tea.
Oh my god.
Okay. Are the hot and ice the same price?
Jesus. Nah, iced usually is a little bit more than hot drinks. At some places, I don't know.
Iced coffee.
I feel like we're doing this in the stupidest way.
You're helping. Oh, shit. I forgot to Google UK. Iced coffee, Starbucks, England price.
And you got to imagine, too, we're going to be primarily in London, which, what?
$3.36.
$3.36 for what? An iced fucking
$3.36. £3.36 pence.
3 pounds and 36 pence? Is that what you would say? How much is a pence?
I don't know.
Look up coin conversion England.
No!
Look up what coins do they have over there. I'd like to know.
Is Starbucks UK expensive?
How many coins
Buying
do
a
they have?
Starbucks coffee in London costs 9% more than other UK cities.
Yeah, definitely. Everything is more expensive in every city ever.
A Starbucks coffee in London is almost half the price of the same beverage in Switzerland.
Well, we're not going there. All right, can you look up... How much is rent in London? Look that up. Pop on Zillow real quick.
Rent in London. What is the average rent in London? £1,195 per month. Which
For what?
Yeah, it's average.
It's like $1,200.
In pounds.
No, it didn't... Oh my god.
Which is $1,500 US.
For how many rooms?
I don't know, just an average.
Average rent for what? A closet? For a parking space? For what?
I don't know!
Dude, you're our researcher.
Jesus Christ. Havering. Oh, it's just for that city. Okay, fine. I don't know. What the fuck are you asking me?
I can tell you're losing steam because you're getting mad at me, and it's not a bit. Oh, now you're really mad at me. I'm sorry.
You're giving me very ambiguous tasks.
All right, get off. Now you're on Instagram
I
stories.
Want to see a baby. I
What are you
want to see a baby.
Come Come on, just stick with me for 5 more
All right.
minutes.
And why can't I find out the conversion of an iced
God,
coffee price London versus...
Hey, remember the other day
Boston.
when we went on a rain hike?
Oh, that was nice.
What are you looking up? You can't be on your phone while we're recording.
I'm trying to find out
You
the
like
coffee
can't
thing.
do both.
I'm trying to find the coffee problem.
We did figure it out.
No,
It's
because-
like $4 or something.
No, it's $3.32.
When I say bucks, I mean American dollars, which means that if I feel like here's a pretty basic guesstimate,
So
is that
it's-
if something costs $2 here, it's going to cost like $3 or $4 there in our money.
Yes.
That's what I have. That's what I'm thinking. But that doesn't mean our money's worth more, worth less, right? That just means that the buying power of the pound is quantified differently.
That's what I find
Is that what that means?
interesting because it depends.
Like it isn't like a cryptocurrency or some fucking whack shit.
But there's not anything to say, like, it depends on the pricing there, because if the conversion rate being different doesn't mean anything without the macro view of what things cost in their local economy. Like, if you go there and a coffee is like the equivalent of like $10 for something that would be $2 here, then our dollar is weaker. But if you go there and it's equivalent,
$10.
because it doesn't, maybe it just costs like a couple of pounds from that perspective, because your income and your expenses are in the same place if you're local. So it depends on if it's equivalent, which is what I was trying to find out. But that's a really hard question to Google, and I don't know. And we're just going to go there, and if we get fucked, we get fucked.
How would we get fucked? How?
Spending
By a
tons
highway
of money.
bandit?
What? I hate you! I've never traveled internationally before.
Me neither.
I don't know if you can tell.
We're American. Don't they say American people are stupid?
Who?
Europeans.
Probably.
You don't know that for sure? That was a rhetorical question. That's like a stereotype, is that Americans are stupid.
I think that Boston is probably extra bad, too. You
Well,
go
let
there
me
and you're
ask
like,
you
I'm
this.
from Boston.
Like, it's funny, because, like, you could, like, I mean, I don't know, like, some, like, guy from, like, Miami maybe is stupid.
I mean, like, some guy from anywhere.
Or, like, maybe somebody from, like, I don't know, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Don't act like Boston doesn't have stupid people.
Okay.
Some guy from
All right,
Boston.
Google this. What city in America has the highest rate of college
stupid
graduations?
That is not a fair metric.
High school graduations and equivalents.
Also not really a fair metric.
Yeah, I'm not looking for fair.
But they're not going to include,
Life
like,
isn't fair.
GEDs.
Just look it up.
I wouldn't even be in that metric.
You have an equivalent.
That's
Wouldn't
like
you
a
be
GED.
equivalent? Wouldn't that
That
be
wouldn't
included?
show in, like, high school graduations. That would be, like, alternative, like, GED high set.
Yeah, but how does that work? Is, like, your high school graduation, like, recorded into, like, a database?
Mine?
Well, anybody's.
Most people's, I think it's recorded by the school.
Yeah,
and
but
then it's sent to the Board of Education.
and then so that means that. So could you get, like, your high school diploma at your local town hall?
I think so.
Really? Oh, I didn't know how that worked.
I'm pretty sure it works like that because you get it issued by your school at your graduation or afterwards. Like a college diploma, you have to contact your school to get it.
Hey, let me ask you this. At your current job, at any point, did they ask for a high school diploma?
No.
Isn't that kind of interesting?
That is interesting. Well, it might be... They probably don't do that for anybody, but I feel like it's complicated for me because I don't have one. So what are they going to do?
But legally, you have an equivalent, right? Isn't that, like, that's why that exists, so that people in an alternative situation have a legal equivalent to that thing.
Yeah.
So I get you do.
I mean, I've had to show that for college.
Yeah.
It's part of my transcript.
You know what's something that I would like to know that would be impossible to know probably?
What?
But I bet, like, fucking This American Life has an episode about it or something.
Yeah.
How many adults in the world with, like, a real good career in anything, whether it's like a white collar job or whatever, do not have a high school education or diploma and are lying about it? Like, is there anybody out there that just lied and fraudulated their fucking high school graduation, and they're like an executive somewhere, and just nobody knows. Like, there's got to be at least a couple people that have done that in modern times. It's kind of a cool thought, right? Because if you think about it, like, let's say you were like a high-paid executive of like a bank or something,
Yeah.
and you went to college, like you are objectively qualified to work there and have your job, and then it came out that you didn't get a high school diploma. Like,
That
would you
wouldn't-
get fired?
I don't think.
Like,
you'd
what
be
would
able-
happen?
You wouldn't be able to go to college without.
I'm talking about somebody who committed a fraud somehow. Like they did something illegal and they snuck by.
Yeah, but I don't think that you would be able to do that because in order to get into college, they need proof of transcripts.
Right, but I'm just saying, somewhere out there, somebody has probably illegally, fudged their way through that, and did something. You know what I'm saying? That had to have happened somewhere, maybe in like the 90s or something,
It
or
might have
80s
happened if
before
you were-
computers.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it might have happened also more likely if you were going straight into the workforce. Like, maybe you could work your way up through a company without having gone to college. But speaking as somebody who has a high set, I've had a lot of trouble. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like you get like the gatekeeper, like is like, let me take an extra look at this.
They look into it hard. Yeah.
Wow.
But once you have a college degree, like, nobody asked me about high school because I graduated from college. Well, I mean, I went through half of college. But I have, like, associate's degrees, so they assume that it was looked into already, I think. They also have never asked me for that either, but for all I know, they could have called with my college and verified.
Interesting.
Um,
I'm sticking to it though. There has to be at least like one person that's done that.
maybe.
Maybe like in the 70s when you could get away with any crime on earth no matter what.
I think it really depends if you're talking about now or then.
Yeah, because now...
I highly doubt that would happen now.
And if it did, you would have to be like the criminal fraud of criminal frauds.
Well, it also depends, though, because what do you mean when you're talking about, like, not having graduated high school? Because there are a lot of
Like
adult unschoolers that didn't technically go through any of the, like, milestones of education that are capable adults that have real jobs.
You're definitely a hard person to talk to this about because in my mind, like I was just imagining some random person that like dropped out of high school when they were 16. But when you add alternative schooling into the mix, it definitely really adds nuance that's hard to account for in any conversation like this.
Well, the other thing, too, that's hard is that even if you did drop out of high school when you were 16, you're not legally required to be there. And if you are capable of, like, technically a lot of places require a high school diploma, but, like, if you could do the math, you just said that you attended this high school, nobody checked up on it, and you are capable of performing your job requirements, like, are they really, even for people that did graduate, are they calling your high school to find out if you went? Like, that's not really lying about anything if you can, like, you didn't violate any laws. You know?
Yeah, now that's a more interesting question that you just raised. Is it like illegal? And if it is, what are the repercussions?
Yeah, because I mean, it's pretty common for people to apply for jobs they don't meet all the requirements for to get them.
And then they get them, and then it doesn't even matter that they lied.
But they're not lies if you aren't asked. Like, I've never had someone ask me, like, did you graduate from high school? They just ask what high school you went to on your application and don't mention it during the interview, usually. I haven't even been asked about having been homeschooled in a long time. I don't even know if that's on my resume anymore.
Wow. Huh.
Like, if you have enough of a resume that revolves around your work experiences, why would you even put your high school on it at this point?
I definitely wouldn't.
I don't know. Maybe it is on there, but it's like, I can't remember an interview that I've had in my, like, last 5 years of adulthood that they've even asked me about homeschooling.
I also haven't participated in or been in a real job interview at a real place in like 8 years.
Well, the other thing too is like the job that I have right now requires a bachelor's degree and applicants are encouraged to be in grad school, and I didn't graduate college. I know that I just said that I did, and technically I did. I graduated from community college.
Well, you have multiple associate's degrees.
Yeah, but I didn't get a bachelor's, which is what people mean when they say that.
I understand.
And because they were short-staffed and they wanted someone who could perform the job, and I could, that didn't matter. So I don't really see why... Like, I mean, if you didn't graduate high school and you, like, can't do math or, like, don't have, like, proficient writing skills or something, and it would come through in your job performance, I could see that being an issue. But there are a lot of people who graduated that are in that boat. Like, I think it probably really depends, and I don't really think that it's necessarily lying unless you literally said, I graduated from this school in this year, and it wasn't true. But, I don't know. I kind of think if you can get it done, fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah. Wow, yeah. Schooling is so fucking interesting. It's like, yeah. I don't know. You want an update on the time?
Sure.
We crushed an hour and 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. All right.
What do you think? Should we can this one?
Yes, because we're late.
Good talk. This was very funny and interesting.
Thank you. I enjoy talking to you.
High five. Okay, bye.
Boston Art Podcast is an independent DIY production by Brian Huntress and Theodora Earthworms. The information contained in this episode represents the views and opinions of the original creators or our guests, and does not represent any institution, organization, or business. Find us on Instagram at Boston Art Podcast, and tune in for a new episode every Friday. Thank you for listening.